So I mentioned yesterday that we're checking out a place called Hitachi Seaside Park today. It's this, according to pictures, it's this incredible place that every season they change the plants, the vegetation here to match it. It's different colors year round. There's supposed to be food here, there's supposed to be latte gardens here, and let's go explore it. We actually got distracted. I got all set up to take some pictures of like the flowers here, and then these two little dogs came up and I couldn't help but photograph the dogs. So I still haven't taken a picture of the flowers, but I took pictures of these dogs. This park is massive, so I think we're gonna push on and see what we see. So if you're wondering what a macro extension tube is, it's just that little black piece of plastic and metal between my lens and my camera, and it's only like 50 bucks, but what it does is it just pulls your lens farther away from your sensor, allowing you to focus closer to items with your camera. This lens for example, I think the minimum focusing distance is 1.4 meters, but by simply separating the lens from the sensor a little bit, I can get really close. Like I can get like 5-10 centimeters away from certain items, and the farther you pull the lens away from the sensor, the closer you can get to the items. This thing is cheap. The brand is Movo, and there's a variety of them. You can get ones that have no capabilities, like you can no longer autofocus, and then you can get ones like this one that still allow you to autofocus through your camera. So it's fun. It's a fun little toy that I never ever take out of the bag, but I'm doing it today. Okay, wow, this place is impressive. Really, really cool. We're at a spot called Atani Hill, I think. And this is like the famous spot of the park. I'll try to show you guys quick over here. But check out this hill. This hill is blue right now. I'm not sure what kind of flowers these are because I'm not a flower dude. I've seen lots of pictures of this place, and depending on what time of year it is, it looks totally different. So I've seen it with like these bulb-looking flowers, these ball-looking flowers that are red, sometimes yellow. So this hill changes color as the year goes along. This is really, really cool. So I talk a lot about how your camera totally sees the world different than your eyes do, and how you have to try to figure out, how does your camera see the world? And how can I make the way my camera sees the world look really cool? So we're here at this hill, which is obviously cool as it is, but the camera doesn't see it as cool as your eyes do. But the good news is your camera can see it cooler than your eyes do even. So I took the macro lens off, the macro extension tube for a second, and I got right down in the dirt, got my knees dirty, and I just blurred out all this purple foreground. Got Jodie standing way up on the top there, and I just got this really, really cool minimalist image from up here. And again, if you see this is the scene behind me, and now I'm going to show you the photo. See the world through your camera, and that's the biggest step you're ever going to take in your photography to get to the next level. So to be honest, when it comes to the macro extension tubes in my photography, it's not good. In my macro stuff, I'm not a macro photographer, I'm a travel photographer. But as a travel photographer, you really do have to shoot a little bit of everything. You have to learn to be able to shoot anything on a whim, really. Whatever sells the destination or whatever the destination or the client wants. That being said, it doesn't matter if you're a travel photographer, a macro photographer, a wildlife photographer, automotive. I believe that you should always try to shoot a variety of different photography. No matter what you shoot, you should always be trying to shoot other forms of photography, because you'll be amazed of what you can learn and what can transfer into your proper field. Just shooting this macro photography in these couple of hours here at Hitachi Seaside Park, I've remembered things about composition, I've remembered tricks about depth of field, and I've learned some new things just really quickly, kind of trying something new. So never stop learning, never stop trying new things, because you'll be amazed at how much you can improve just by trying something new. This park's pretty ridiculous. We're now in a park called the Sand Garden or the Gravel Garden or something like that. And there's just random stuff everywhere. No people over here, and I think maybe for good reason, but there's just random stuff everywhere. There's like this wood, I don't know, maybe it's an art installation. There's 2 fingers in the ground right there. It's just, where am I? Found the tulip garden, and I think actually we're done here. It's almost sunset, and they just made an announcement saying the park's closed in 5 minutes. A short vlog today, I think, probably, but that's kind of how it's got to be. I'm in this transition period between Japan and Patagonia right now, because Patagonia starts in like less than a week, and it's a big photography workshop, so I've got so much prep work to do and so much work to do to kind of tie things up here in Japan and get prepared for Patagonia, which is going to be an incredible trip. So spending a lot of time on the computer working this week, and that's just how it is. That's how it's got to be sometimes. But yeah, fun today. Fun to shoot a different style of photography. Fun to be in a place like this. Lots of beautiful flowers, lots of interesting scapes, and just lots of people out enjoying it. So it's been great, and I guess that's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.